camera stopped on me, so I had to restart it up. But as it was going off, I was mentioning you guys teaching about the northern kingdom not being Israelites if they look a certain way. You're gonna have to pay for that. And there's no way in the world that YAHAWASHI and the angels is gonna allow a heathen to enter into the chariots or be a part of the covenant when they get back, because the angel's gonna have a hand in the separation, and he's gonna gather his elect, which are Israelites. When you read Isaiah 44, when you look up the word chosen, it goes back to a Hebrew word, bakar, okay, which goes into the elect. And when you deal with Matthew 25, so I'm gonna have the brothers read Matthew 25.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory.
Right.
Verse 32. And before him shall be gathered all nations.
See, it said before him shall be gathered all nations. Who is that talking about? Who the word enemy called Jesus, man. That's who that's talking about. Who the word enemy called Jesus, that's who that's talking about. Okay? Go ahead.
And he shall separate them one from another.
So if you're a heathen and you're not part of Israel, it's going to be a separation, man. So who the word enemy called Jesus, which is named YAHAWASHI in the Hebrew, and he's the Savior of Israel, he going to have a hand in the separation, and the angels are going to have a hand in the separation. Go ahead.
As a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats.
So it's going to be a separation, man. So if he's not going to be a part of the covenant, because it's going to be a separation, man. But the Negro Latinos and Native Americans, which I'm dealing with, how people are teaching, saying the Northern Kingdom, which consists of the Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans, the Native Americans, they say they're not Israelites, man, but they're gonna have to pay for that because they're not judging properly according to the scriptures, man. They're gonna have to pay for that, man. And when it's all said and done, YAHAWASHI is gonna do a separation, man. Okay? When it's all said and done, everybody's not coming together, man. Even in the kingdom of heaven, man, it's only the Israelites that's gonna be together, man. It's gonna be one nation. Everybody else is gonna belong to their particular nation, man. The Heavenly Father never set it up like that. Everybody all come together, man. You can go back during the time of Tower of Babel, okay? You can go back during the time of Antiochus Epiphanes, and you can go and you can look at the time today. Everybody's not together, man. They try to force it on you, but everybody's not together, man. It's a separation, man. Okay? And YAHAWASHI and the Most High was never with everybody coming together, man. You got Israel on top and everybody else beneath Israel. And everybody got their own nation that they belong to, man. And Israel is the only one that got the covenant, man. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And you must got something, bro. Yeah, go ahead. You had something loaded over there.
Just for an example, you know what I'm saying, in the book of 1 Samuel, right. 16th chapter, the 7th verse, you know, it's YAHAWASHI speaking to Samuel. He says, but YAHAWASHI said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance or at his physical stature.
Yeah, he's talking about Jesse, man. He really, he's talking about Jesse was David's father. That was a slip of the tongue. They finna go look at David. Okay? That's what it all boiled down to. They finna go look at David. But I'm gonna let the brother continue, then I speak on it.
because I have refused him. For Yahawah Sham Yahawashi does not see as man sees, for man looks at the outward appearance.
So man look at the outward appearance. The scriptures don't lie, men lie. See? So man don't look at man looks at the outward appearance, man. So Yahawah Sham Yahawashi is dealing with the spirit, man. So you can look like another nation, but you can have the spirit of an Israelite. And that's what Yahawah Sham Yahawashi is dealing with. So if you are not of the spirit of an Israelite, you ain't gonna make it. Because it's the angels and Yahawashi is the ones that's gonna do the separation. Go ahead, bro.
But Yahawah Sham Yahawashi looks at the heart, which heart is a Hebrew word is lav, which means mind.
Yep. Yep. So that's what the Most High and His Son does. They look at the mind, man. Okay? They know, man. You can come up on brothers and say, yeah, I believe I'm an Israelite and such, and be lying, man. You know what I'm saying? Just get closer, brother. Just get brother's personal information, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever hidden agenda you got, but when it's all said and done, man, it's Yahawah Sham Yahawashi the one that's gonna make the separation, man. You ain't fooling them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna allow this brother to bring out what he got. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 23, and verse 13.
But what the brother was reading about, that they were searching out David. Okay. They were searching out David, man. That's why he was reading what he was reading in Samuel. What was it?
First Samuel?
Yeah, 1 Samuel. That's what he was reading in 1 Samuel. Because they were searching out David, man. And the Most High told him, look, I look at the spirit. Okay? Not in the 16th chapter. Not what man look at the outer appearance. The Most High look at the spirit. So go ahead, bro. Call it and read it again.
Okay, this is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 23, verse 13. And it's in red letter. But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees.
So you got, it ain't, the scribes and Pharisees are no longer, they don't exist. Right, they don't exist. But you got people that walk around in that same spirit, okay? You got people that walk around, they got the same spirit as them scribes and Pharisees had back then, man. Okay? They was all self-righteous, man. You know, and it was against Yahawashi, man. Go ahead.
Let me read that again. Matthew chapter 23 and verse 13. But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against men.
Yeah, you shut up the kingdom of heaven against men, meaning the northern kingdom, man, saying that they not Israelites just because they don't look so-called black or super dark-skinned, man. And but you gotta look at, you can't be one-sided. You got to look at the tares and the wheat too, because you got men that look dark-skinned and the Edomite father that slept with an Israelite woman, but that dude is an Edomite, man. So you got to look at that too. You see? So, hey, man, when it's all said and done, man, Yahawashi and the angels gonna make that separation, man. Starting with the Most High and His Son and the angels, man. When it's all said and done, man, you ain't getting around it. There's no way around it, man. Go ahead, bro. Now we sitting here breaking down these scriptures and telling you what it is, but is Israel gonna listen? Hell no. Go ahead, bro. They ain't gonna even pay attention to what we're saying, man. They ain't gonna even pay attention, man.
Unless we had a recipe for a mixed drink.
Yeah, like the brother said, unless we had a recipe for a mixed drink. You know what I'm saying? Or it was some thought walking through here. You know what I'm saying? Or it was some thought on the screen that they, you know what I'm saying, interested in, and she had on something tight, you know what I'm saying, up here trying to talk to us and stuff, and asking us questions. They'll look at it then. Man, Jake, that's why, man, it's gonna be a beautiful thing when the Most High calls YouTube to take all these videos down. It's gonna be beautiful, man. I'm gonna love it, man. I'm gonna love it, man. And it's to the point to where they gon' if you don't mark your site to where it's like if it's suitable for children, and if you don't do that, they gonna fine you like $43,000, man, somewhere up in there, man, per video, man. So hey man, may the Most High YAHAWASHI bring the family of the word soon, man. And yeah, I say it all the time, but you better pay attention because it's coming. It's written in the scripture. So you can ignore it all you want, but when you wake up and see them videos ain't up there, that's on you. Me and the brothers breaking down the scripture. And we gonna be out here whether we put up YouTube videos or not. We out here. Until the Most High say it's over with. You know? And I say this, I never wanted to get on YouTube. Just to put that out there, I never wanted to be on YouTube. But I knew through the Spirit there was a way that the word had to go out. But I never wanted to even come on YouTube, man. None of it. But I knew that's what I had to do through the Spirit, man. You know? But go ahead, bro.
For ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them that are entering to go in.
Yeah, man. So that's Jake, man. Stopping Israelites from entering to the kingdom of heaven, man, by teaching our all Israel so-called black. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. They just show you how corner they are, man. That just shows you, man, that they don't do no deep studying and they don't understand the scriptures, man. You know? They just don't understand it, man. But you got a lot of people that following other guys that teach that, and that shows me that they don't have no understanding. Who want to subscribe to a person like that, that teaching confusion like that? Unless they confused.
Confused person.
Yeah, a confused person. And by us saying that, they would say, well, oh, you hating. You just mad because such. That don't even make sense. That's why you talking like that, because you confused.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Everything gonna come out your mouth gonna be straight confusion. You know what I'm saying? Okay, read what you got in, Tobit.
Okay, this is the book of Tobit.
All right, give me Revelation, the 14th chapter.
Okay, this is the book of Tobit, chapter 13 and verse 3. Confess him before the Gentiles.
It said, confess him before the Gentiles, meaning the other nations. Okay, in this case, okay, and you got two forms of Gentiles. You got Israelites that's Gentiles, and you got the other nations that's Gentiles. Okay, you got two forms of Gentiles. You got the Israelites that's Gentiles, and you got the other nations which are Gentiles. And this right here is talking about the other nations. Go ahead, bro.
Ye children of Israel, for he had scattered us among them.
So he has scattered us among them. Who? The Gentiles. Okay? So you got Israelites that scattered amongst the Gentiles, man. That's why the gospel got to be preached throughout all nations, man. And that word nation there go back to custom, okay? Tribe, nation, and that word deal is ethnos, and that's what it deals with, man. Because Israel is scattered everywhere, man. So it got to be taught to them, because they have lost their heritage, man. They have lost the understanding of the scriptures, and they have lost who YAHAWASHI came from, because it ain't being taught. Okay? So read what you got in Revelation.
This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads.
Now, when you go into the Greek form of that, right, it says the Son and the Father. Okay, when you go into the Greek form of that, it's the Son and the Father. But go ahead, bro.
So verse 2, and I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps.
Go ahead.
And they sung as it were a new song.
Yeah, because when Israel hear this song, which is the word, they like, man, I ain't never heard it like that before. When they get broke down to them. So when this gospel is being preached throughout the four corners of the globe, by the web, when Israel hear it, it's a light bulb that clicks on in their mind. They like, man, I'm just using an example. It's a light bulb that clicks on, and they like, man, I ain't never heard it like this before. Man, I'm an Israelite, man. You know? That's how that spirit is like that. It's like when you sitting watching it, it's like something been peeled back from your eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's like an eye opener. You like, dang, what?
Like a bug, you know how they got them little lights?
Yeah.
For the bugs that they can't help it but just us. You know what I'm saying? Go towards that light.
Yeah.
I mean, I explained that because, you know,
yeah, you talking about the mosquitoes, you know what I'm saying, the little blue light.
Yeah. On my personal experience, you know, when I first, met Elder Bagash, through the power of YAHAWAH, SHAM, YAHAWASHI, that's how I was.
Yeah.
I've never heard it like that, and I couldn't have enough, man. I kept coming back.
Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah, asking a lot of questions, man. I remember that. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just a little personal, you know what I'm saying, experience. It is, like the elder saying, man, it's never been broken down like that, and it's just like everything makes sense. Yeah,
and then you used to tell me, man, I'm a so-called, he said, well, this is how he was saying, man, I'm a so-called Mexican, and you know more about my heritage than I do.
Yeah, man. I'm like, damn. Right.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, bro.
But back in Revelation, the 14th chapter, verse 3, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000.
All right, nobody gonna be able to break these scriptures down unless they part of the 144,000, man. That's why you got a lot of confusion out there, man. That's why. And that's why it's not a lot of Israelites teaching this word, man. Israel is the sand of the sea, man. You can't even number Israel. You see? And that's why you don't have a lot of Israelites on every corner, man. Because everybody can't get this, man. Everybody can't teach this. Everybody can't break down these scriptures. And when you get guys that come in this truth and try to break down the scriptures, they butcher them if they're not right. Like teaching the northern kingdom gonna look all black. That's confusing,
if I
man.
go up the curve or into this like
That iron pretty good.
Yeah, it makes sense. When you look at all the nations that's on the earth and say that every Israelite gonna be dark skinned, that don't even make sense. Because everybody on this earth not dark skinned. That don't make sense. And then you got to worry about how the Israelite woman is laying down with these other nations, man. You got to think about that too.
Or explain the fact that you got a Jake, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rather be from the southern kingdom, dark skin, lays down, you know what I'm saying, with a Edomite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now
Not only an Edomite, lay down with a lay down with a Chinese woman.
Come. And
You know what I'm saying?
and the woman being, you know, so-called light skinned, and but the child, you know, rather it be a boy, it's still gonna be, you know what I'm saying, from the tribe of Judah, if that's the tribe, you know what I'm saying? Now imagine him being light skinned, and then the fact that he lays down with a fucking Edomite, and now his son, you know what I'm saying, if it's a boy, it's gonna be even lighter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what now because he's light skinned, he's no longer, you know, his son no more?
Yeah, like Blake Griffin. Brothers always mention Blake Griffin as an example. Brothers always mention him as an example because he's a perfect example, man. That's what it is, man. You got to, your eyes got to be open, man. This is not a thing for carnal men. Okay? Coming back to your heritage and understanding who you are and understanding YAHAWASHI is not for carnal men, man. It ain't gonna work, man. It's something that you're gonna dislike about the scriptures, and that's what's gonna cause you to be cast out, man. Or YAHAWASHI separate from you. It's something you're not gonna like, man. If you carnal, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, which were redeemed from the earth. So verse 4.